Now, as you can see guys, carnage. We've got all these parts. Pull that nice and tight in there. Get the black screw. So there we have the radial rib done. And what we're going to do now guys is attach that to 27 BF20. Again, you've got to be very careful because all this isn't connected securely yet. Hey all, welcome back to the channel Rich43. Hope you're all doing good guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm building the Millennium Falcon from D'Agostini and we are at issue 24 guys. If you're not already subscribed, remember to smash that subscribe button, smash the like button and also comment down below. But without further ado guys, let's crack on with this Millennium build from D'Agostini. Okay then guys, so let's crack on with this week's build of the Millennium Falcon from D'Agostini. We've got the parts here which we'll undo in a sec. But first of all, we'll take a look through this week's mag guys and see what we've got. Yeah, you've got your usual cool content for you to read between your issues. Beautiful pictures there. And your characters in the Star Wars movies, and then we get straight into it guys. These are the parts we've got this week. We've got hull frames, hole connectors, rib connectors, the screws, the radial stiffener rib and hull plating. And if we go straight into the instructions, you can see guys, this is going to be interesting this week. We're assembling the bottom frame, so we're doing more framework, which is going to be pretty cool. And I would have thought, as you can see at the top here, some of these frames are going to be from previous issues and we're bringing it together in this issue guys to add together. So this could be a pretty busy one. We've got 24 stages just to assemble more framework. This is going to be huge. I ain't got a clue where I'm going to put it. And then I think by the looks of it, without looking straight into it, we're fitting the hull plating to the framework guys, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure without reading it first at this stage whether we're going to be attaching the plating for good or it's just a test run, but we'll play it by ear guys. And without further ado, crack on, embrace yourself, take a big deep breath and let's get cracking this Star Wars Millennium Falcon build from D'Agostini. Right, so let's open this package. Okay, so we've got 1 and 2, which are the hull frames. Going to keep those in the packaging for now, but I'm hoping we're going to be using those. And as previously said in this video, the screws and the connectors. And we've got number 9, hull plating BP25. Oh, that's new. Look at that. It's pretty cool, guys. This is going to be massive. I'm really worried how I'm going to do this in a minute because I've still got this small table and I'm really worried I'm going to fit this in shot, but we'll go with it and see how we crack on. Now, as you can see guys, carnage. We've got all these parts, all these frames, all in these packages, screws, connectors, frames. So what I'm going to do now is try and get us in some sort of order. I think this part's going to be being fitted later down this issue, so I'm going to put that to one side and we'll move this out of the way also just for now. And slowly but surely we'll get each of these frames connected. So just get these out guys to work itself out. Yeah, this is literally now going to be half of the Millennium Falcon. Half of it, guys, half of it. And you know what? I've got some news, maybe coming soon. If you're a model builder, you may know that Fanon are now bringing out the Millennium Falcon. Check it out, guys, pre-order. I think they're sending it out after the 17th of August. Now, I'm thinking I might take it on. A lot of these issues now are going for up to between £20 up to £80 an issue, guys, and it's a £10.99 issue. So I'm just thinking it's beneficial maybe to use Fanon now, or buy it off Fanon, subscribe from Fanon and start from issue 1. But watch this space, guys, and I'll let you know with what's going on. But back to this build, as you can see, it's a bit of carnage here. So what I'm going to do, sort all these frameworks out, guys, and then the next part of this video you'll see, we'll be joining them all together, and then we'll continue assembling the framework to the Millennium Falcon. What I'm doing here is just getting all these screws and connectors and putting them in this pillbox so they're nice and safe. I didn't think you'd want to be seeing me putting these all into sections in this pillbox. I've left it till this last one just to show you what I'm doing. Right, so that's all the screws and pieces, parts, connectors. Oh, we've got one more here. Organised in this pillbox, ready to use. So if I just put that to one side. Right, so guys, it's telling us to take BF22 and fit it against the stage 18 fixture we did, which back in stage 18 basically. Now this looks complicated, guys, but each piece is taking up 3 instructions here, so we should be able to fly through this. So these are the next few instructions we're doing, and as you can see by the end of it, we're going to do a test run, test fit, and that is what we should end up with at the end of it. Bear with me if I'm a bit out of breath, guys. Basically I've done this video in 2 parts because it's a big issue, and I've just been to the gym and I'm a bit tired, but I'm going to crack on and get this build done for you. So right, first of all then, we're going to be doing 1 to 3, fitting 22, BF22 against the assembly from stage 18 position showed. And then to support the new frame, screw in 2 hole connectors in the side of BF19 and then screw them all together. So I'll just move this out of the way a second, guys. Basically what it's telling us to do is connect those 2 frames together, and to do that we need 2 little connectors. So let's just get those out of here ready, and then we'll be using the black screws to connect those together. So if I just get those on this magnetic screwdriver and put these little connectors in first. Yeah, bear with me if I've got shake hands, guys. I've just been giving it hard in the gym. Adrenaline's pumping, etc. Hence, my sugar level is now pretty low, probably after burning it all off in the gym. I'll be fine in a second. Right, so do that nice and tight in there. Get the black screw. Again, feed it through the connector, guys, and then connect that to this framework. Easier said than done. Fiddly, but all good. Now we're connecting BF22 to these 2 single connectors. Guys, this is going to be amazing at the end of this issue. We've literally near enough got half of the Millennium Falcon framework built. Well, half the top half anyway. And this thing is getting massive. So now we've got these 2 connectors in place. What we'll do is tighten these screws up. Now what we're going to do, guys, is get a 4 hole connector, and screw that in to the top corner of BF22. Tight, but not too tight, in case you have to have a bit of adjustability to move it around. And a little tip, guys, to make it less daunting when you see these instructions if you're building this, which you can get now from Fan Home if you do want to get it and build along with me. What I do is look at all the instructions, and then I've put them in a pile in order we're going to use them, and it just saves you a bit of time as you get to each instruction, and then just obviously take them and put them to where you've got to put them on the build. Now we're taking BF23, just to show you that, guys. It's all noted on these models, on the frames, on the parts. So it's pretty simple once you get into it. And we want to connect that to there, like so. So we need to get 2 more black screws. These are feisty little things, guys. These either roll everywhere. Right, so connect that to the screwdriver. Get yourself in a comfortable, good position, guys. Hold the framework underneath maybe, and then get that screw in. So you can do that pretty tight now, because you're not going to have to move that again, because you've lined it all up. Again, same again. So as you can see, there's a bit of leeway you need there, because it's a bit off. That's why it's best to keep them loose until you've put both screws in. But now that is fine to tighten those right up. And there you have BF23 joined to BF22. But guys, look at this, look how big this is, man. This is absolutely huge. I don't think the camera does it justice, to be fair. Now guys, we need a 2 hole connector to attach to BF20. Bear with me if you can't see, because my hands are in the way, guys, so I'll show you in a sec once it's attached. So now you attach that single screw in there with the 2 hole connector, and then what we're going to do is get another screw, but just put these in loosely for now, guys, and tighten them up once they're all connected. So that one connects to the 2 hole connector. Just leave that a bit loose for now, so you've got a little room for play if you need to move it. And then we're connecting this 4-way connector this side of this part. Look at that, guys. How mad is that, how big this thing's getting? Love it. Right, so as you can see, guys, we've connected that 4 connector there, 4 hole connector. We've done the 2-way connector. Now what we're going to do is tighten those screws up. So yeah, but Fan Home have just released this now, guys, so it's been re-released to build from Fan Home, so check their website out and you should be able to get this if you want to get it. If you do, guys, give us a comment down below and let us know if you started to build this wicked build. And of course, if you are, subscribe to us if you're not already, and come along with me every week. I'd love that. Right, so I've made sure all these screws are tight. Now, believe it or not, guys, those few parts we put together, I'll just get the instructions back. We are now up to instruction 9, and what we've got to do to instruction 10 to 12 is basically put a 4 hole connector, another 4 hole connector, a 2-way connector, and then we'll be attaching another part, BF24. So if we just move this mag out the way. Let's get these connectors out, guys. So we want a 4 hole connector on there. Just twist this around so you can see it on the camera. So yeah, 4 hole just there at the top of your screen. So just get another screw for that. We'll connect that. Right, so we'll start that screw off, but don't put it in too tight as long as you've got it secure. And then in the middle one, we need another 4-way connector. And also, guys, a quick tip, if you're doing this build, get yourself one of these pill boxes you can see at the top of the screen. They're brilliant to hold all your screws and little pieces in without you losing them everywhere. So yeah, putting 2 more screws into here, into frames BF26 and BF23. Yeah, and a little insight, guys, coming up next on the channel, we've got the Titanic from Asset Partworks. So if you're interested in that build, guys, don't miss that. And subscribe and bell notification so you don't miss out as soon as it comes up on my channel. And of course, give us a nice like, guys, I would really appreciate that. It's a juicy like. Okay, now we've got a 2-hole connector. And then from there, this is the last of the connectors. We're going to be putting more framework on. See, guys, it's pretty simple once you get into it. It looks daunting when you look at the instructions and you're thinking, God, this is going to be a busy one. But once you get into it, guys, and don't panic, you'll be fine. So here we've got BF24, and you can see the numbers there, guys. Easy to follow. And you want this position, this way around. And we're going to connect that to the 4-way connector and the 2-way connector. Again, with these little black screws here. Yeah, and stay tuned to the end of the video, guys, because we're going to see a test fit of the hull plating, which is going to be pretty cool. You're going to have an idea what this thing is going to look like when it's all connected. Yeah, again, so these connectors here are all connected to both frames now. So what we'll do is we'll tighten these right up. Bear with if you can't see the screws, guys, while I'm screwing them in. But there we have that connector connected and that 4-way connected. Just trying to twist it so you can see better on the screen. So now we have this part, BF27, which you can see in the top instructions, instruction 13. It's saying put BF27 against structure BF24 and 26. So again, let's remove this mag out of the way, guys. So this is what we're doing. Yeah, so now, guys, we're attaching BF27 to BF24 and 26. So we'll put those under that 4-way connector. There we go, get that bite. That's that connected. Get another screw here, which I got out earlier. See, that's why it's best to leave these connectors a bit loose, guys, just until you've got all corners connected. And you've got a little room to play with then. There we go. That's that done. Like so. Just check all those tight. Yeah, brilliant. Right, and I've already sorted out 2 single connectors, 2-way connectors, if you want to call them 2-hole connectors, or 4-way. These are 2, and we're going to attach these 2 2-hole connectors to frame BF26 and BF21. So let's line those up. Again, tight them enough, but not so they're very tight, guys, just so you've got a little play if need be. And another 2-way connector, or single connector, whichever way you want to put it. It is saying single connector in the instructions, so I should say that really. and this is being put to BF21. Right, so that's not too tight, not too loose, as you can see. So you can play about if you need to with it. So those two connectors have been put in place there. And then we need BF28, which again I've put in piles here, guys, so it'll be easy to find when you need to find them, as you can see, BF28. And this needs to go, let me just have a look at this. To your right here, you can see instruction 16, the way it's telling you to put it. Yeah, so that needs to go like so. And you've got it, we're going to connect those two single connectors with two more screws. That's that one in. Same again for this one. This is huge, guys. It's absolutely massive. It'll be fine once it's built. We'll have it hanging from the ceiling, perhaps in the background of when I do the intros to my videos and outros. But for now, whilst building it, it's just being stored wherever I can store it, to be fair. And I've got the Titanic also, that's hard to find somewhere to store it. Just got to connect this 4-way connector here to part BF28. And then what I'd advise, guys, as long as it's not your recentest connecting parts, just make sure you've tightened all your screws, because you may forget in the future and then you're going to have a Millennium Falcon with loose connectors, and you do not want it falling apart. But just be careful not to round your heads of your screws like I'm trying not to do. This is the best screwdriver. Right, so now we're at instruction 18. You can just see there to the right of the screen, we are now attaching another 4-hole connector or 2-way connector, whichever way you want to call it, guys, onto parts BF24 and BF27. Just place that on there like so. Just make sure you try and hold under the frame if you can, guys, when you're connecting these, because you might bend your frame to your Millennium Falcon. You don't be doing that. I think this is the busiest issue for a long time, to be fair. I can't remember one being this big. Pretty cool, actually. Don't mind a bit of a challenge. So yeah, put all those in. Like so. Don't know if I'll get to the gym again before doing a video. It takes a bit to calm down after you've been pushing yourself so much, lifting weights, etc. So I might not do that again. But yeah, do what you got to do, guys. So yeah, there we've got single connector, double connector, 4-way, 2-way, whichever way you want to put it. That's instruction 18 done. Now in instruction 19, it's telling us to take BF25, which is this part here, guys, and what we've got to do is connect that like so. So we need 2 more screws. Yeah, but I've said it, I think, just guys, stay tuned to the end of the video and I will show you the test fit of the plating all put on this structure so far, which I think is going to be cool. I'm going to show you guys then what exactly an idea how this is going to look when it's fully built. So again, you know the score. These two are connected for good now, so we can tighten those up. Also this 4-way connector. Nice and tight. Just careful not to bend your frame now, guys. It's so easy to do if you're not careful. But those two connectors are now tight. Looking back at instructions, guys, that is what we've just done. That's how it looks, as you can see, just down the screen. And now what it's telling us to do is take these two parts, the radial rib. Basically what you do is you join these together. So these will go like so with a connector, and then we'll probably, by the looks of it, join it to the rest of the framework. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, use these gold screws, and in just 2 seconds I'll show you which way they go in. You get a nice bite on that, those to build these radial ribs. You can see there, just trying to get that in focus, there's a thread there, guys. So you put the gold screw in that side, just to make sure you get a good bite, like so. Simple as that. So there we have the radial rib done. What I do, guys, is attach it to BF25 and BF27. Again, these little screws again, the black screws. Just line those up. Again, just put them in loose for starters, guys, and then you've got a bit of play. I know I keep saying it, but it does cause a lot of problems if you tighten them up when you come to putting your other framework on. Best to leave that little play for them. It's like a stretchy, if that makes sense, to stretch them in. There you go, so that's that done. Instruction 24, it's saying take BF29, which is this part here, guys, and we need to attach that, as you can see, move the mag to this part here. So what I'm going to do is slide that underneath, and we'll be connecting screws to there and there. And then near enough, this big issue is nearly complete. Big sigh of relief there. Yeah, I won't lie, even when I seen this this issue, I thought, man, this is going to be a busy one. The amount of parts what you get, which is cool, getting value for your money. Yeah, you've got a lot of parts in this issue, guys. You might find it easy to do that. Just put your hand underneath. Just put pressure into the screw there, like so. Watching it out, not the Ferrari, which you can't see on shot to the left of me, which is part built. Check that out in the playlist if you want, guys. Pretty cool build, but it's not finished as yet. And also, guys, keep an eye out for the next vlog with our ponies, because a lot has gone on whilst filming this now the last week. We've basically got a little surprise for you guys with what we've done with the ponies. I won't tell you, so it'll be a nice surprise for when the vlog comes out. I'm hoping, depending on how quick I can edit it, it'll be out within a week or so. So I look forward to that, guys. Alright, that's those all screwed in tight. Just double check that, I think that was done. Yeah. And guys, that is it up to instruction 24. If I just get the mag here, you can see we've come all the way up to here, and the next part of this video now is fitting all the hull plating, basically seeing if it all fits. But look at this, look at the size of this. This now is literally half the Millennium Falcon. Massive. Now your guess as good as mine is where I am going to put the other half of this, and when it's all connected to form the Millennium Falcon frame. It is going to be stressful but cool at the same time. So yeah, stay tuned to the end guys, and you will see the whole plating fitted to this framework and how it is looking so far. So guys, here you have half of the Millennium Falcon hull frame, all connected, all screws tightened up, and now as promised, I'm going to fit the whole plate into it, which I'm going to do off camera as I've done it many times in past videos. So the next time you see this video, in a matter of a second, it's going to be all fitted, and you will see all the hull plating fit into half Millennium Falcon put together. Well, one part of it anyway. I think this is the top part of it. We've still got a long way to go, guys. And guys, we're nearly there now. We've nearly got all this hull plating on, but it is difficult to put all these pieces on. You've got to be very careful. You've got like little plastic pins. Let me just show you one. These little pins here have to go in to the corresponding, let me just show you, holes in the framework. You've got to be very careful, guys, not to snap them as you're putting them in, and in future issues we will be tightening them in with screws obviously, but for now they're being placed in securely. But really be careful, guys, take your time, you'll be fine, but it is very tricky at this stage. Yeah, I'm going to apply the last few hull plates, and then we'll be at the finished result of half of the Millennium Falcon of fitting the hull plating. Now guys, the finishing touches, and this has been a massive, one of the biggest issues with the Millennium Falcon I've done so far. What we're going to do is take this piece here from a previous issue. You can see you've got a littler pin and a larger pin, and here you've got a larger hole and a smaller hole. So we've got to apply glue to that and place that on there like so, and that is that little extra fitting done. And then this part, guys, has got to go in this area here. Again, you've got to be very careful because all this isn't connected securely yet, but basically that is going to go like so in there, guys. And then if I dare to turn this over without it all falling apart, because we've not screwed it together yet, just got to apply a bit of glue to that in a sec, so I'll pull that out. This is where that will be fitted, guys, underneath. You can see those 4 points corners there. That's where that will be screwed in eventually when it tells us to do so. And guys, that is it for this week's issue of this Millennium Falcon build. And it's been a big one, it's been a long one. I'm just going to place that there for now, guys, because it's not connected. But there you have it. Let me try and zoom out for you there. Look at that. So far, so good. I've just got to add one more little thing, which is this piece here. Now, if I remember right, that goes like that. This is massive, guys. Look at the size of it. And that is that done. Look at that. It's massive. I'm having to take the camera off the pod, guys, so I can just move over this magnificent half of the Millennium Falcon build. All the hull plating now is connected. It's still got to be screwed underneath, but it's not a chance to do that yet, so they're all pinned into place, if that makes sense. But doesn't that look good? Beautiful. Zoom into that look at the detail on that, guys. But remember, that will be underneath and that will just be blended in with the plating. Guys, if you want more of this build and you're excited as I am about it, subscribe, press that bell notification, and also give us a big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. But for now, for the Millennium Falcon, guys, issue 24, that is done. Peace. That is it for this week's build of the Millennium Falcon, guys, issue 24. Basically today what we've been doing is doing more of the framework, the hull frame, and we've added the plating to the frame. So it's getting very interesting now, guys. It's getting and looking pretty cool now. A bit of news with this build though, guys. For you model builders out there, you've probably noticed that Fan Home are now doing the Millennium Falcon. Now I think most of you are going to realise or thinking and knowing what I'm going to come out with here. I can keep buying these issues from eBay, other auction sites, etc. Or do I go to Fan Home and start this subscription from issue 1 and bring it to you guys and start all over again? Comment down below, guys, what you reckon I should do. I'm really umming and ahhing whether to do that because getting these issues now, they're getting to be like rocking horse poo, pardon my language, and some of the issues, an £8.99 issue, £10.99 issue, whatever they cost, they're selling them for £80, guys, and I just think that's a lot of money. So I would rather, I think, go to Fan Home and start the subscription off from the beginning and bring it to you guys weekly again from issue 1. I know it's a bit tedious because I've already done 23 issues or 24 issues, but that's what might be coming to the channel, guys, so I'll keep you posted on that. Also, Dom's Charger, don't even go there. I've been on the phone all week, every day. They reckon it's something to do with dispatch. They reckon they've solved it now. They know they've had the payment for it. They've told me that. So I'm just waiting now for them to send me the next 4 issues to that build, and then I can bring you that back to the channel also. A quick one. Really appreciate all the support I'm getting at the minute. I'm just over 4,000 subs. Appreciate that. Keep it coming, guys. Sub, bell notification not to miss out any future content, and give us a big like. Would really appreciate that. But for now, the Millennium Falcon will still be coming, and I will keep you posted if I'm going to go to Fan Home and start this subscription from issue 1, and we'll do it all again, guys. But then from my side of it, at least I ain't then got to pay £50, £80 for one issue, which I think is ridiculous, and it's not fair really, but hey, it's one of them. But I'll keep you posted on that, guys. Thanks for watching. Come again for the next video, and I'll see you soon. Peace.